Hello, Katrina Kramlich here from Inspired Spectrums. And on this video, I want to give you tips on how to increase the attention span when you're playing with your student. So let's say you're playing a game and things are going well, and now you just really, your main goal is that, games have been a little bit shorter, so you're trying to lengthen them. Maybe you're moving up to try to get to them to at least be 2 minutes. Maybe you're trying to get them to be 5 minutes, whatever it is. So your whole goal is just to keep playing for a longer time. Kids need to be able to pay attention. Everything that we need to do in life is going to be paying attention. So we're always going to be working on stretching and strengthening that ability to pay attention. So, like I say with pretty much every technique, the first thing to do is that you be excited and animated and have fun. The more fun you have, the more fun your child's going to have. The more animated you are, the more they will want to play with you. So use that energy, excitement, enthusiasm. Remember how I said, use your time in the playroom as an excuse to not have to go to the gym later on. That's great. Jump up high. Big movements are really exciting for kids, and they will look at you more and they will pay attention longer when you're really super excited. See, it's more exciting for you to watch, just like it'll be more exciting for your child to watch. So be animated, have fun yourself. So then when you're in a game, let's say you're playing tickle and you're tickled and now your child is starting to not be so interested in tickled. Add something different to the game. Maybe you grab a puppet to tickle with. Maybe you grab a costume or a hat or some glasses and add that to tickle. Try adding one new thing to the game to vary it a little bit. A lot of times that's all it takes. Bring a blanket over your head and become a tickle monster. So just add one little thing. Use voices. Sing songs, so now I will be this tickle monster. Oh, maybe I'll give you a baby tickle. Vary it a lot, because the more you vary, actually, eventually that's going to give you more ways to play the game. So really push your own self and your own creativity when you're in there, and try to play it a lot of different ways. Let's see, using stickers, all those sorts of things, any sort of external thing. Actually, a lot of times having a visual can be really helpful for a child. So if you want to make some little props that you have around the room, and maybe you have little pieces of paper that you've cut out and they have like a different word on them, like tiger, or maybe animal sounds, and the child goes and gets it and then brings that to you or something like that. Having a little sort of prop can really pull them into the game more and keep them more engaged. So feel free. A lot of times I'll make little game ideas that I'll bring with me, and we can talk more about that later, but having little props like that can keep kids in the game longer. Then of course there's always calling them back to the game. So if you notice that they're sort of drifting in the middle of the game, or they walk off to something else, just being really funny and silly about it, but calling them back, saying, wait a second, mister, I'm not done playing with you, get over here, and try a few times to bring them back with you into the game. Of course, if you've tried 2 or 3 times and they have definitely walked away, then go ahead and start to join them. But it's always worth trying first. Let me think if there's anything else. It's really just about having fun and keeping on going and adding things into it. And of course, remembering what they're motivated for. If there's one particular part of the game that you weren't really planning on having as part of the game, but that's what your child is really interested in, then drop all your other stuff and go for that. A lot of what we're doing in the playroom is being flexible ourselves and not being attached to an agenda. Because when we're like, I really wanted to play the game this way, but my child ended up doing it like this, that's fine. Go with what your child's interested in. I can't tell you how many times I've had things ripped up in the playroom or not ever even used. You have to just go with the flow, giving them control, being excited about what they're excited about. That's what's going to get the most positive results. So have ideas that you want to play, but be willing to change them and be willing to go with the flow of what's happening in the moment. And creativity, honestly, is just adding one more thing. So first, grabbing a blanket, putting it over your head, being a tickle monster. Then, the tickle monster is thirsty and needs to go get lemonade. And then while he's at the lemonade machine, there is a rainstorm, so he has to buy an umbrella. Making games in the playroom sometimes people think it's super difficult, but it's really just adding one more thing. So as you're playing, just have one more thing happen, and you'll be surprised at how much creativity you actually have. So good luck with that. Hope you guys have fun playing games for a super long time.